To say that I was eagerly awaiting update 2.1 for Phantom Liberty is an understatement. As I am recording this, I am still stuck on a certain gig, waiting to see if an iconic I missed would show up in the black market. And it does not. To say that my disappointment is palpable may also be an understatement. It's like when you find out your dog has cancer, but then you wake up to find out you don't even have a dog, and all of those happy moments and memories you shared didn't actually happen, and you've been making YouTube videos about video games instead. 2.1 was the promised one, the patch we needed, but this janky mess ain't it. If anything, seems like 2.1 broke just as much as it fixed. I'm gonna run down a few major complaints I've seen recently on forums and the like to point out the stuff the patch doesn't address or doesn't fix correctly, and some new issues it dunks your pretty face in. This isn't an exhaustive list, just the highlights that I've seen. As I've already mentioned, certain iconics in Phantom Liberty do not show in the black market, leading me to question why there is a black market in the first place, since every item I've tested in Phantom Liberty doesn't show up there, specifically Cheetah, Roscoe, Osprey, endgame items, etc. I have no idea if this is a deliberate design decision to give your choices more weight in Phantom Liberty, or some kind of an elaborate prank by CDPR. Why the hell is there a black market in the first place if you can't buy the iconics you missed due to your decisions? Anyway, another thing that isn't fixed is the weird behavior when upgrading Chrome. You see this bullshit? Yeah, for some reason this still happens, actually decreasing the numbers as you upgrade your Chrome. Some items have an incorrect tooltip, even though when they do upgrade, they are just fine. No idea why the heck this is happening. It's not game breaking, but it is annoying. Side note, 2.1 also debuffed all of my gorilla arms into commons. Again, not game breaking, but a little annoying. Another thing related to Chrome, which I didn't have a lot of time to test extensively, is that Cyberwear capacity shards stopped dropping for people, myself included. I haven't found one in like 30 hours of gameplay until literally yesterday, when one dropped from a unique enemy. As you can see here, I am nowhere near full capacity, so how are we supposed to get maxed out? Future content that will never happen? I'm going to run more tests on this, but so far it's not looking great. Hopefully there is a fix on the horizon. Now onto something the patch notes claim is fixed, but isn't actually fixed. Weapon stash should work as intended with all the weapons showing up, and well, for the most part it does, I guess. Most of the iconics show up properly now, except in my case for the crafted Yinglang and the Boxing whatever thing. Other users report similar issues that not all of the iconics are showing up with 2.1. If you pre-ordered Phantom Liberty like I did, you probably had a big huh moment, since the pre-order bonus card never actually appeared in-game, and you had to buy it from a catalog. Supposedly that was fixed in 2.1, but like, nuh-uh, it's not fixed. At least when I tested it across multiple saves, the card never appeared and is still only available through the catalog and not offered via the text message for free, which I think is the intended behavior, but I'm not sure. Take me out to dinner and then make me pay for it, CDPR. I also didn't really see performance improvements that were supposedly made to Dogtown, but I didn't experience too much trouble there to begin with, so I don't know how much that affects other users. Going by forum posts, some PC users are seeing a noticeable decrease in performance instead compared to the previous patch. Let's read this one. Address the issue of corrupted saves on PlayStation by increasing blah blah blah. Note, this won't fix saves corrupted before the update. Let's have a moment of silence for my PlayStation brothers and sisters. Looks like you are truly and utterly foobarred. There was also a complaint that the police wanted system turns off randomly, and cops shoot you if you try and help them in firefights, rather than give you a pat on the back and a belly rub. I tested this just to see if it was fixed in 2.1, and I am happy to report that no, it's not fixed at all. Cops still shoot the hell out of you if you try to help them, and for some reason it just stops working altogether in certain times. Now, I was not able to get this replicated in testing, so I don't actually know if the cop system still breaks like it did in 2.0, but I do suspect that it may still do it occasionally, though I have no actual evidence. There is a fix. If you go through the Dogtown gate or shoot the Dogtown Bargias soldiers by the gate, it should work again. Anyway, now for a real kick in the balls. Let's read this. Fixed an issue where the player could earn an infinite score in the drama. One question, two questions. Why? And also, do you like to hurt people? Trauma Drama is actually pretty challenging to get the best score in, and I am not sure it's even possible without getting a bunch of extra points. My best legit run was 2 deaths, and I was maybe 30k away from placing first, so even if I didn't have those 2 deaths, I still wouldn't have made it. I hope you did this whole minigame before 2.1, or maybe that the points were tweaked and are a little easier to get. I have not tested it fully since the change. Now, some users have reported missing most of their UI icons with 2.1, such as items and the like, and that the game is basically unplayable, but that appears to be primarily caused by having mods installed, so if that is affecting you, you may need to disable mods, delete mods, do a clean install, and, in the worst case scenario, go outside. Finally, there is apparently an issue with Rogue's ending, in that when you try to enter the AV at some point during the ending, it just flatlines you, locking all progress. I've seen more than one thread about this too, so this might actually be a game-wide, game-breaking issue introduced in 2.1. I think I've done all the complaining I can, and my advice going forward, and the advice floating around, in case your game is utterly trashed and you can't fix it, you can roll back to a previous version, and to do that you can find directions on Steam or another site like Reddit, and yeah, do that and hopefully that fixes things. I don't know if console friends can do the same, but I do hope that CDPR will address this stuff in a hotfix to the hotfix and fix the issues people are having. That's it for me though, chooms, and I will see you next time. Bye.